Alright guys, we've got some live data. We've got a cold startup, Mazda 3 SP23. This is a 2025. Has the dual O2 sensors. Let's check out the live data coming up. Alright. So the revs are currently it's sitting on about 1500 revs, cold startup. You'll see that map sensor come down to about 2.5, 3 as the idle generally comes down. Already you can see bank 1 O2 sensor is working, it's cycling through. That's what you typically see. It'll cycle between 0.1 volt and about 0.9 roughly. Your short-term fuel trims there are looking okay, -3%. Anything under 10% is really good, but closer to 0% is the best. Okay, so this is the second O2 sensor here. That's the corrective one. Don't see a lot of action out of that one. Car still runs pretty good. Alright, we're still on a fast idle. It's about 1100 now. It's starting to warm up. Map sensor's dropping down. O2 sensor still working good. It's bank 1, S1, sensor 1, which is the top one. Bank 1, sensor 2. There's the second O2 sensor. Not seeing much yet on that one. And typically we don't see a lot on that one. Wait for it to warm up. I'm just going to pause this for a moment. Alright guys, we're back. I just waited for the motor to warm up a little bit. We're currently sitting on about 50 degrees, I think. Let's have a look. Yeah, 52 degrees, okay. So now we're going to start to see some live data be a bit more accurate. Alright, so as you can see there, long-term and short-term fuel trims are looking pretty good at -3. Map sensor is 3.2. Still a tad high, but it is a fast idle still. It's about 950. As it warms up and gets to about 80 degrees, you'll start to see that, descend to about 2.5 roughly. When a map sensor is in really good condition, you'll see it usually matches the engine capacity very close, within 10%. So if it's a 2.3 engine, you'll generally see around about 2.3 grams per second, plus or minus 10%. So, and that's okay. Like even if it was reading 4, that's not to be concerned. But if it was like 10 or 15 or something really way out for an idle, you've got to look at those figures and see what's going on. So as you can see, it's starting to drop down now. It's down about 3.1. And that'll continually get lower and lower. It'll go below 3. Let's go through all the other sensors. So as you can see there, the O2 sensor is cycling. That's exactly what you want to see with an O2 sensor. Bank 1, that's the top one. So we're going between about 0.1 to about 0.9. Give it a bit of a rev. You should see some change there as well. As you get off the accelerator, it'll go to 0. Here's bank 2. Sorry, that's not bank 2 yet. Yeah, it's sensor 2, sorry. Bank 1, sensor 2. So that's the second O2 sensor. Does the corrective changes. We just hold that at a steady 2000 RPM. That one's cycling as well. Back it off, let it idle. Alright guys, so here's your typical, it's a known good engine. Everything works well on this motor. So these are the typical PIDs that you'll see, or data outputs you'll see on your scan tool if your motor's in good condition. Let's go through them again. So we're at 60 degrees. Short-term and long-term fuel trims are still good. Map sensor is still reasonable. O2 sensors cycling. There's nothing wrong there, guys. It's all pretty good. All right, till next time.